like rocket fuel.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 54. No team spill.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right here.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 41 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, Zoo. 52, Mark 52. Let's go. Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Nolan looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chad Beebe, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Ready? 50, plant.
Mike 54.
You draw Corker. Hey, box drop, box. Two.
Back to throw now on first down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Drew Sample, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
A give right side now to Hunt. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
52. Mike 52.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
New Mike 52. Mike 52. Get it.
From the gun, Nolan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs
looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Bridgestone travel. And Alpha. Kill. Let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Back.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
70, Indy.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And Tate's got it.
We got this.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nolan. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 8, read.
I got you, Pop. Man left. Hey.
2nd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Throwing on third and long. Nolan. The throw complete to Beebe. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Ready? 30 base.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard
Watch
line.
twins. Watch twins.
Protein spill.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 50.
Go.
What we got?
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
You got it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down now, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Auden Tate, 79 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 57 yards. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. He'll drop to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
6-6, pull it high. 5. Switch. Hurry up. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nolan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, break.
This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nolan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And they can't bring him down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They run right side with Hunt. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
90 Wolf. Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw on 2nd down. Nolan. That's caught inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 19-yard line.
Bravo.
Back to throw. Nolan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Watch the whip. Save. Switch. Let's go.
Now Mixon. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now, Bernard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run here with Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Cut. Check three.
They'll run it here with Bernard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. Back to throw here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Got it. Mike by two. Blue Dan. You go team spell. You got time. Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nolan. And he's able to find Diggs. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Cook running right. Pretty move. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Setting up the screen for Cook. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4. And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nolan to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion. What's that? It wasn't an interception. Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ready? On 3rd down, Nolan. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Let's go, 30 base. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence. Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
All day, defense, all day.
Mixon with it. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter. And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Go, fight!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nolan, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. 52.
On 4th down, Nolan going deep for Dick. Oh, wide open, complete, past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. It's complete to Diggs. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Here we go. 60 or.
Single. Hey, watch 12.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nolan, and Diggs has it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for Cincinnati, it's hallelujah time as they finally get that first win after 13 losses. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.